What's up, sports fans? It's your boy, the Black Andy Cat. We're back, another episode of These Three Things. Just want to take a quick. We're jumping into the college football weekend, right? It's Thursday, but I'm not doing a preview per se. But I did. We're getting close, right? We're getting into week 5, 6. Pretty soon we're gonna start talking about college football playoff rankings, which do matter, right? Which do matter. And so now we start to kind of look at the AP and the coaches poll and start looking at teams because that's going to give us some clue, right, to how those 12 teams may line up when the time comes at the end of the season, depending on how things play out, right? For example, Notre Dame is sitting on the big bubble right now. They're ranked 21, right? Is there any way they can get back into the hunt for one of those top 12 spots, right, to be in the CFP? Or does the CFP believe they deserve to be there now because their 2 losses came to 2 teams that were ranked, right? So are they in it and we just don't know it? Or, because they got a lot of pull, right? And like I tell you, man, understand something about the CFP. It's about rankings before anything else. So if they can find any excuse to put Notre Dame in, they're going to put Notre Dame in because Notre Dame's going to draw the eyeballs. But outside of that, right, I like to look at the rankings and who's overrated. Who do I think are the most overrated teams in the AP poll, right? So I'm looking at, coaches poll, we could do the same thing, but I like to pick the AP poll, right? The writers, right? They, fancy schmancy writers, they know everything, right? So let's look at that, right? And so number 1 team that's overrated right now, Miami. Yeah, I said it, Miami. It ain't because I'm a Gators fan. Yeah, I hate y'all, but it ain't because I'm a Gators fan. I think you still got more to prove. Yeah, you beat Notre Dame and you beat USF, 2 ranked teams, but USF you should have handled, right? You should have handled. Notre Dame has lost. I know that they've lost the other game they've played against the ranked team. They may not even be ranked at the end of the season if they end up losing another game, right? So, but I'm not saying those teams suck. I'm just saying I want to see more work in your resume. I need you to put up a bigger body of proof, and I think this weekend will help us understand if you deserve that number 3 ranking. I say you're not the number 3 team. You got 4 first place votes. And that's what I'm really saying. Do you deserve 4 first place votes, and do you deserve to be in the top 3? I believe you deserve to be in the top 5. I don't know if you deserve any first place votes. After this weekend, I'll be convinced. If you handle FSU convincingly, then I'm like, yeah, they was right, and I'll come back and I'll be, yeah, they deserve that number 3 ranking. But right now, you're my number 1 team in terms of being overranked. The number 2 team that I believe is overranked is going to be Texas, right? We know why Texas is ranked in the top 10, right? Because ESPN knew they wanted to show Arch Manning. They got to keep that narrative going about Arch Manning, so they got to keep him in the top 10 so they have an excuse to put him on TV, right? Because he's going to get eyeballs, right? Arch Manning is like the white version of Shador and Dion, right? They're a spectacle because they have that name recognition. So it's great. It's great for ratings, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That's why we still seeing Deion Sanders on TV, right? Because teams ain't no good, but we keep seeing because it's the spectacle, the name. It's the same thing with Texas. They ain't. Why are they ranked so highly? They're not that good, right? And a lot of people are saying they got a chance of losing this game against Florida in the swamp this weekend. Don't think that's going to happen. We had a bye week, and last season, that's after the bye week, all these rumors about, 11 on 11 practices and having a chance to get Lagway some real reps, and so hey, things gonna change. And man, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. If you know football, you see what your CIs ain't gonna lie to you. Something way bigger than just not having 11 on practice and DJ just not getting enough reps. There's something bigger going on there. I don't believe it now. If it happens, of course I'll be happy as a Gator fan, but nah, right now I ain't believing that. Texas overrated. This is all about name recognition. You had a loss to Ohio State, and because it was a number 1 team, you don't drop as far as you could, but you had nothing but cupcakes. I think this weekend, even with the win, you're going to prove you're not that good because that Florida defense is pretty good. So we're going to see. Number 3, Alabama. I've been hating on Alabama all season, baby, and why should I stop now? Yes, I'm a Gators fan, and yeah, I hate on Bama because you Bama, but you don't deserve to be where you're ranked. You're not as good as people want to believe. You're just like Arch Manning in Texas. You're riding on that rep. Yeah, you beat Georgia in between the hedges. I'll give you that. Big rivalry game. That's legit, but you're not the number 10 team in the country. Sorry. right? I don't believe Georgia's as good as they've been in the past. Lane Kiffin said it. Go check it out in an interview. Hey, there is no dominant team in the S. I've been saying that for 4 weeks on this podcast. Lane Kiffin said it. All right? I've been legitimized. All right? Lane Kiffin said it. There is no dominant team in the SEC. As such, the SEC, top to bottom, isn't as strong or the teams aren't as strong as they used to be. Right? They've come down a notch. They're not going to dominate like they used to dominate, right? So I think Bama's the third team that's overranked. Overrated. Now, are they top 15? Yeah, I'll give them potentially top 15. Just like I'll give Texas top 20. I don't even believe Texas is top 15, but they are where they are. And like I said, Miami's top 5, and it's just about body of work with Miami. But Bama, but Texas is, to me, the most overrated. Alabama, I think, too, is riding a lot on reputation. I think they got a couple of more losses coming to them. See, at least one more. I think they got one more loss coming to them. But anyway, those are my 3 teams that I feel like are overranked in the AP college football poll. This is your boy Black Andy Cap. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get in the comments. Tell me how you feel. Peace.